In the beginning, there was no solar system, no planets, and no Earth. There was only a vast swirling cloud of gas and dust, a cosmic nebula left over from the birth of our sun. This was the primordial disk, a spinning platter of raw materials stretching for billions of kilometers, patiently waiting for the first worlds to be born. It was in this chaotic, nascent environment, 4.5 billion years ago, that a giant began to stir. The story of our solar system is a story of creation and chaos, but one figure would rise above all others to become its king. This is the story of how Jupiter came to be. Our tale begins in the cold, outer reaches of this protoplanetary disk. Here, far from the sun's warmth, tiny grains of dust and ice crystals started to cling together. Through electrostatic forces, these microscopic particles formed larger clumps, which in turn collided and merged to form pebble-sized objects. Over millions of years, a cosmic snowball effect took hold. These pebbles grew into boulders, the boulders into kilometer-wide bodies called planetesimals. A gravitational dance began as the largest of these planetesimals started to pull in their smaller neighbors. A contender was emerging, a core of rock and ice, slowly but surely gathering mass. This embryonic world grew relentlessly until it reached a critical point, becoming a behemoth 10 times the mass of our own Earth. A planetary seed poised for greatness. With its core now immensely massive, the game changed. This solid heart developed a gravitational pull so powerful that it began to dominate its surroundings. It was no longer just collecting solid rocks and ice. It started to siphon the most abundant elements in the nebula: hydrogen and helium gas. What began as a slow accumulation of gas turned into a runaway feeding frenzy. The core's gravity was a cosmic vacuum cleaner, pulling in vast, swirling clouds of primordial gas at an incredible rate. The planet began to swell, growing larger and larger, faster and faster. In a period of just a few million years, a geological blink of an eye, it consumed hundreds of Earth masses of hydrogen and helium, bloating into the colossal gas giant we see today. The giant had awakened. Having devoured the lion's share of material in its vicinity, Jupiter reached its final, majestic form. Its reign as the king of the planets had begun. Its immense gravitational influence became the solar system's great architect and protector. It sculpted the asteroid belt, preventing the formation of another planet between it and Mars. Its gravity had acted as a cosmic bouncer, ejecting countless comets and asteroids into the dark abyss of interstellar space, shielding the inner planets, including a young Earth, from a constant barrage of cataclysmic impacts. It herded its own family of moons into intricate orbits and cleared its orbital path of any remaining debris. A true monarch of its domain. The chaos of creation had subsided, and in its place stood a king, a striped giant with a great red storm for an eye. And as we gaze upon it today, we see not just a planet, but a monument to the fierce and beautiful process that built our cosmic home.